Hello, I'm going to show the new Zuca Golf Sharpie Click or Retractable Marker Caddy that I have designed first for Christopher Lyle, and then I'll be releasing it out onto the internets. So we've all, hopefully, you've seen this. This is my marker caddy that fits onto the Zuca Sport. It has a spot to hold a pretty simple flashlight. These you can find at like probably Target, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's. I think I've even seen them in 7-Elevens. They hold 12 Sharpie retractables. Regular Sharpies also fit into them, just a little looser. And then 2 paint markers. And what I've done was I gave them collars. So if you have Eddings or Sharpie paint markers, they'll both fit. You just have to put a collar on it, and that holds it. And I think that's a pretty superior design to what I had first. So what this one does is this one just snaps up there. Okay, we've seen that it snaps on the handle, and then at the end of the gig, I take it off and I put it down in the pocket down below. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. And that's how that sits. Okay, but the Zuca Golf has a different handle. It doesn't have this retractable handle. It's a bigger bag. It's a lot wider, bigger wheels, because it's made for golfing. I think Frisbee golf. I don't think it's actually made for golfing, but the new fangled Frisbee golf, there's like Facebook's things about it. And what I did in order to be able to make a caddy that fits onto the golf handle, I needed the golf handle. So what did I do? I ordered a replacement golf handle because I don't have a Zuca Golf yet. But I do know that this is the golf handle. This is where all the caddy action has to fit. So I'm going to pretend my cart, look at that. It's now a Zuca Golf. It's got the thing. I would pull it this way to pull it, but in its relaxed position, they put this is to the side in the center and the back there, but we're going to put it in the front so I can actually do something with it. So, and you take a look at this, the handle is actually not round. It's kind of like a weird teardrop shaped. And when it's sitting in this position, the wider part of the teardrop is facing towards the balloons in front. And that helps. As you can see, it took me a while to get it to fit just perfectly. These are all failed attempts. I fail a lot before I succeed. And that's because I want something that's going to work exactly how I want it to work, not just decent enough. So the way I have designed this is that, let's take a look here, is that the holders are at the same angle. If you take a look at the back, they're at the same angle as the Zuca Golf handle. This is about, I think, 13 degrees. It doesn't really matter. And that's because I want the markers to sit perfectly even across the board. And the way it works is this just slides on the end. And that way it doesn't like move around much. And then you can do the same thing you did with the Zuca Sport handle. I got my pack of markers from Amazon. There was like a pack of a 12 pack, came with all the colors. I wish they had brown. I haven't been able to find a retractable brown. And another thing, I have decided after this weekend, I'm moving red and black to the very front. Because that's the easiest spot to grab them at. But, so we're going to go ahead and move all these down there. And there you go. And you can take a look, if you swing it this way, you can take a look that it just slides on there. And at the end of the gig, you take it and you put it in your side pouch here, turn off the light so you have a light. It just slides on nice and simple. And this is working even with this just being stuck in with a PVC pipe into my balloons. So it'll work great on the actual Zuca Golf. So to take it, put it on and off, just so you can see. It just slides on, has a little bit of room, but not too much. I think it's a great addition to the Marker Caddy family. Keep all your Sharpies up and high, keeps them out of the way. Just have to say, I asked a while back about, has anyone ever filed an insurance claim? And the only person that responded on Balloon Twister Central was one person where a kid got a hold of a marker and went back to his dad's Lexus in the back seat. Some of them have white interior, and he went to town, and that was the only one I've heard of. So keeping the markers up and high, out of the way, not around the sides, is definitely beneficial to your bottom line someday or another. So that is it. That is the Zuca Golf, the newest. I don't have the newest. I will have the newest. I have a feeling. Zuca Golf Marker Caddy, and it fits onto the Zuca Golf handle only. And I know that because I had to buy a handle. Now I just have some handle for something. Who knows what I'll use that for. But I'm kind of proud of this. It took me a lot of work. And I'm sure people are going to enjoy it. There we go. Peace out. I wanted to show you something really quick. I'm not sure if I covered it in any other videos. And that is that, drop something, sorry about that. And that is, if you take a look, I have the paint marker slots on the side. This, once again, is the Zuca Golf Retractable Marker Caddy. The one up here is the Zuca Sport. The difference is this clips around the Zuca Sport handle. This one slides down the Zuca Golf handle. So, as you can see, the paint markers, I decided to make it adaptable. Not everyone uses Eddies, and not everyone uses Sharpie markers. I think Edding's the most popular. But I made it adaptable with these, as I call them, marker collars. And the way they work, I'm going to slide this back on here so I don't have to... I'll take mine off. Is your caddy is going to come with 4, if you can see these, they're little tiny little letter C's. I call them collars. And you take it and you snap it on, and it's nice and tight. Okay, and you only need 2, and then they slide down on there. If you push them around, they're going to slide more, but it's not hard to just push them back. And then they can be sitting up as high or as low as you want. And if you're using Sharpies, which some people do, they have a lot more colors than Eddings, as far as I know. I have the slightly bigger ones are for those, and those fit in Sharpies, and the bigger collar will fit on that. So that is how that works. And I send ones that match your kit, or whatever color you ordered. So that'll work out. And that's how the collars work.